Hello, children. Today we are starting the new lesson that is joint bar graph. I think you have studied the different types of bar graph. Okay, so to means you learn only bar graph. Observe the two bar graphs below. So here it is the Ajay's bar graph is there. Ajay, if you see here, you will notice that here production in quintal. Okay, so Ajay produced 2011 inside 40 quintals. Okay, then 2012 inside he had produced how much? 50 quintals. How much? 50 quintals. Then in 2013, if you see here 2013 inside he produced how much? 40 quintals. And then he had produced 45 quintals in 2014. Okay, so this is the production of Ajay in 2013-14. Ajay's production is given here. Okay, now here one more graph is there. If you see here, this is 40, 50, this is also again 40, and this is 45. In this way we are taking the recording of that production. Now here Vijay's production is given in 2011. 2011 inside he produced that is 40 quintals, like same like Ajay. Ajay's and Vijay's production in 2011 is same, that is 40 quintals. If you see here it is also 40 quintals, here also 40 quintals. Vijay produced 50 quintals, and that of Ajay produced 50 quintal in 2012, and that of Vijay produces how much? See here, 55 quintals. If you draw the line here, this is the reading, this is the imaginary line we have to draw actually. So here in this way we have to understand the production of 2012. Okay, when in 2000 Vijay's production. Now 2013 inside Vijay produced 30 quintals and Ajay produced 40 quintals. Okay, then here the Vijay's production in 2014 is 40 quintals, and that of Ajay's is 2014 inside he produced 45 quintals. Okay, so to compare, if we want to compare the production of wheat production of Ajay and Vijay, if two graphs we are taking, we have to take the lots of means we have to take more efforts. When every time we have to observe the graph 1, then we have to observe the bar graph 1. So to solve this matter, what happens? We are using a joint bar graph. So this bar graph is called as joint bar graph. Okay, now before starting joint bar graph, we will see what is given here. Here let us see if we show the information from the graph, both the graphs in a single graph. Look at the graph below. Okay, this is the single graph, and here the production is given. In this way more information can be given using less space. So in the second graph, here two graph papers we have to use the more space, but here in this one graph inside we are getting the more information in the less space. Now beside comparing Ajay and Vijay's wheat production also becomes easier, and comparison also becomes easier. Such a graphs are called as bar graph. Okay, now here we will draw the graph. If we draw the graph here, this is the empty bar graph. You know that this is the x-axis, downside it is here, it is x-axis horizontal line, this one is the y-axis. Okay, x and y-axis, the both origin we are giving here 0, starting or 0, this is origin. Then the on x-axis we are writing information about which year, and 2011, 2012, 2013 and 2014. On x-axis comparative, just compare the production and the scale on our graph and just give the decide on a y-axis how much product means quantity you are taking. So here it is taken scale on y-axis 1 centimeter is equal to 10 quintals. If you are taking 10 quintals here, here's your measure must be tens multiple, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 20, 90, 100. And after that plotting the graph, you will notice that here the production of Ajay, production of Vijay. Again here production of who? That is Ajay's production and Vijay's wheat production in 2012. Then 2013 and 2014. Okay, so this is the bar graph. Bar graph in exam inside it carries the 4 mark. Okay, only the bar graph scale carries the half mark. If you are giving the scale, it carries half mark. If it is joint bar graph, if you are giving the different colors and this carries the half mark. After that, the on the scale, whatever scale you had written, that is correct or not, that carries 1 half mark, and this also carries, each carries half mark. So in this way it is there. So now because of this joint graph, we can compare the graphs very easily. Observe the graph shown alongside and answer the following questions. In year did they both produce equal? In which year did they produce equal quantity of wheat? So if you see here, you will easily decide that the graph which shows the equal quantity is the 40 quintals. Okay, both marking is same, and 2011 inside they produce the equal quantities. If you see here, Ajay's production in 2012 it was less than that of the Vijay's production. Similarly, here Ajay's production is more in 2013 and 2014 than that of the Vijay's production. So we can compare it easily. And here in which year he get the both get the equal quantities of it, that is 2011. In year 2014, now move towards the 2014. Who produced more wheat? From this information 2014 is here, and here it is the graph paper. You will notice that Ajay's production is 45 quintals. If you see here, Ajay's production is 45 quintals and Vijay's production is 40 quintals. So whose production is more? That is the Ajay's production is more. Now in 2013, how much wheat did Ajay and Vijay each produce? 2013. In 2013, Ajay produces how much? This is the Ajay's line, dark blue color. Okay. Instead of this, you can give the lines also in this way. Okay. No problem. Vertical, horizontal, slanting lines. If you give and differentiate this also. Okay. Okay. Otherwise, one empty and one we you design it with any design, then also no problem. So here, 2013 inside, the production of Ajay is 40 quintals and Vijay is 30 quintals. So it is separately we can compare. We can say by using joint bar graph, we can compare the graphs and answer the questions very easily. Okay, so this is the graph. Now here in our textbook, one more graph is given. Okay, reading of joint bar graph. So first of all, we will understand the reading of joint bar graph. What is data is shown on x-axis? Wait, first before that we will read the question. The minimum and maximum temperature in Pune for 5 days is given. Okay, so 5 days temperature is given here, Pune's minimum and maximum. Read the bar graph and answer the questions below. So here it is the bar graph. So first of all of you understand, here it is scale given, temperature is given, 1 centimeter is equal to 5 degrees Celsius. This is our x-axis, this is our y-axis. Maximum temperature is denoted with the faint blue color, minimum temperature denoted with the dark blue color. Okay, and here the temperature days are given here on x-axis, that is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It is shown on x-axis, and on y-axis the temperature is given in degrees Celsius, and its scale is 1 centimeter is equal to 5 degree. So multiples here we have to write temperature. 5, 5 2 is 10, 5 3 is 15, 5 4 is 20, 5 5 is 25. In this way the scale is shown. Now let us read the graph. So what is the first question given here? What data is shown on x-axis? So the on x-axis the days of the week are given. Days of week, okay, are shown. What data is shown on y-axis? On y-axis what they told, they shown the temperature, and the temperature is 1 centimeter is equal to 5 degree Celsius. Which day has highest temperature? The highest temperature, if you see here, Monday highest means we can move directly, we are moving towards the which highest bar graph. So highest is how much? That is the 32 degrees Celsius. Something is here. 32 degrees Celsius is the highest temperature, and it was on Monday. Okay. Then it was on Monday, so we can say that the Monday's temperature is highest temperature. Okay. Then here, which day on which day the minimum temperature is highest? So minimum's color is faint. Okay. Minimum temperature highest on which day? If you see here, here temperature is 18, 17, so this is 20. 20 is the maximum minimum temperature. Okay, 20 is the minimum. So on which day it was there? On Wednesday. Here we have to write on Wednesday the minimum temperature is highest. Okay. On Thursday, what is the difference between minimum and maximum temperature? So let us move towards the minimum and maximum temperature of Thursday. So Thursday's temperature was highest temperature. Thursday's highest temperature was here. If you see, Thursday's highest temperature is 28 and lowest or minimum temperature is 15. So 28 minus 15 is the 13 is the difference between the minimum and maximum temperature on the Thursday. And the last question is the on which day the difference between the minimum and maximum temperature is greatest. So which is the greatest? So by observation we can say that on Thursday only the minimum and maximum temperatures difference is more. Okay. So in this way we are reading the bar graph. Now how to draw the bar graph, that we will see in our next lecture. So all of you today bring the graph paper, okay, graph notebook. Okay, there are how many graphs are there in the in our textbook? In an exercise there were practice set number 31, inside 6 bar graphs are there, and these 2-3 bar graphs also. So in minimum 9 pages we want bar graphs. So all of you, if you are buying the bar graph pages, graph pages, then bring 10 at least, and if you are bringing the notebook, then bring the notebook, small notebook. If you are bringing, then also no problem. So today all of you buy the notebook, then we will see how to draw the bar graph in our next lecture. Okay, so today we will stop here only. Okay, thank you and have a good day.